think we're live. I believe we're live. Are we live? We are live. There we go. It's been a while since I've done something live, and it wasn't on my channel. All right. Well, welcome back to Play the Game with Steve. It is now time to have some fun. Oh, wait. I gotta turn myself off because I'm doing this off my phone at the same time. All right. So we are ready and willing to have the action of the Winter Soldier. So yes, so we recorded last night and now we had a nice little evening playing Bucky, but now it is time to have some fun with the Winter Soldier. Now, this is an aggressive deck, so I am really hoping that we're going to be able to have a lot of fun with aggression. I'm seeing a lot of fun cards. I think this is the first time we have two team up cards in one hero pack. So that is actually super exciting for me. I'm like, oh yeah, baby, two team up cards. Let's go. And Black Widow, which is one of my favorite characters in this game. And then Captain America. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna check this out. This is aggression, so I'm hoping this is gonna be a lot faster than my Sam video because man, with Falcon, there was no damage. And if this is an aggressive deck, well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to punch away any problems that we might have. All right, so that is shuffling our deck. We're going to shuffle the encounter deck. I'm going to minimize myself here so you guys can still see me. And it's been a while. The reason why I wasn't doing any live stream is I couldn't get my setup to where I actually enjoyed it, where I was really hoping to do like this kind of setup so I can do these things live. So again, this is me just being shitty with technology and just try to do this on just whenever I have some time, right? I still have a full time job and the two kids, so it's and now I finished work early today, so I'm like, yes, I'm gonna run home, do this, and do it. All right, so first things first, let's find ourselves a minion. Give me a nasty one. There we go, Tiger Clown. All right, so we have our obligation in here as well. All right, so one quick shuffle here to do our thing. So we have Bucky Barnes. He's Shield Soldier, cybernetically enhanced. Spend a resource of any type. Search your deck and discard pile for your arm and put it into play. That's nice. You see, he starts with three. He starts only with one arm. It's so funny. He's a 2/2/2 Shield Soldier, Lethal Protector. After you attack and defeat an enemy, remove two threat from a scheme. And there's no limit on this. So if you can blow up a bunch of stuff and a bunch of people, then let's go. All right. So we got firepower, arm block, aggressive stance, shield sidearm, and super soldiers 2, 4, 5, and silent infiltration. After you attack and defeat an enemy, discard, ready your hero, and confuse an enemy. Ooh, I like that. Is this a that's a prep? This is attached to a shield character. Uh, okay. This is a shield soldier. Oh man, we might be able to have. How many weapons do we have? All right, I think we're gonna pitch super soldiers, aggressive stance. I really like to prevent all damage, but I think I'm gonna keep the firepower here because if I can have two things, I might. Oh, I love protection events though. Deal 3 damage. So whenever an enemy, you know what? I'm just gonna keep this. All right, we're gonna pitch two cards and see if we get a double. Nope. And Winter's Mask. You gain the spy trait after you attack and defeat an enemy. All right, let's pitch the aggressive thing to go get our arm. Where's my arm? There's one arm. Where's Bucky's cybernetic arm? And that just comes into play, right? And it's an item tech. Generate a wild research for an attack event. This damage deals one additional damage. All right, cool. And this comes into play here. So this could go for that. I think I want As much as I want that preparation and the mask, after you attack and defeat an enemy, exhaust Winter's Mask, draw a card. I really want to remove some threat, but I don't think I'll have the damage here because I only have one weapon. That's only 3 damage. So that was kind of probably the not the best play. Okay, but we will play something here. Um, ready your hero, defend. All right, okay. How are we playing this? I think we're gonna keep this preparation. I think I'm gonna use, or actually not. I'm not. I'm gonna spend 2. How am I playing this? Am I playing the white arm? Man, I feel like there's too many cards I want to play. I'm gonna play the Winter Mask. Don't be dumb, Steve. Just play the Winter Mask. And then I'm gonna use this to play the Shield Sidearm on Bucky. I'm gonna flip up. I'm gonna use this, and this says when attached character makes a basic attack, remove 1 ammo counter from deal a damage to an enemy. And this comes in with 3 ammo counters. So there's 3 ammo counters here. I'm going to use my arm. I'm going to exhaust up to 3 weapons. So I'm going to exhaust 1 here. And I'll deal 3 damage. And that's going to gain range. So Tiger Guy's got 3 damage coming his way. And then unfortunately I don't have my arm block. 4 damage actually. Oh yeah, 4 damage here. And then I'm going to punch for 2, take him out, and response after you attack and defeat an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. I'm going to do that. And after you attack and defeat an enemy, exhaust, draw a card. So I get to draw 1. Nick Fury, unfortunately, Nikki, let's just keep it. Maybe we have a double resource. And let's remove 2 threat from the crisis, just in case. So not too shabby for a first turn. I like that. If you have anything to say in the comments, please make sure to say hello. So I'm not just talking to myself. We have his rifle. And we have Metal Punch. So we didn't get any attack events. When he makes a basic attack, exhausts. And then this attack gains piercing and ranged. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're going to do this. Okay, we're going to add 2 threat to the main scheme. That happens. Claw's going to attack us for 1. Just for 1. And then we are going to... Oh yeah, so I'm playing with this here. So the main scheme is going to go to 1 out of 6. We didn't do any damage to Claw yet, and then we just took 1 damage, and then we're going to take another damage from this guy. And then we're going to take 1 encounter card. Let's go. Shadows of the Past, turn 1. Oh no, master plan. Oh, shitstorm. Let's go. So that's the worst thing you can get on turn 1. That means there's 7 threat here, and now there's 5 threat on the crisis. Oh my god, kill me now. And then we add 2 threat to the main. Yeah, so the main should be at 2. Well, that is the shit storms that you get when you play on expert. All right, well, that really effed me over. Son of a bitch. Okay, so we got to get rid of the stupid crisis. That is definitely what we're gonna do. So that's 3. That's 5 threat with Nick Fury. I punch him. I draw a card. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna punch this guy for 2. He gets defeated. Trigger my lethal protector. I'll remove 2 threat here, so 5 is going to go down to 3. I get to draw a card. Arm block. Well, that's going to be good for next turn. I kind of want the Winter Rifle, but I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play Nick Fury. I'll remove the 3 threat from here. And then Nick Fury is going to start working on the main. No, I'm gonna do 2 off of this one. All right, so that is the problem. There we go. So that's down to 5. Nikki is 1. And then we have this. So if we get a minion, we can just do some stuff here. All right, we got firepower. 1, 2, 3. There's a double and electrical discharge. We can stun that enemy. And then we have arm block. Okay, cool. And then we can, do we have other weapons? We don't have any other weapons. My other weapon just had to go. That's kind of unfortunate. We're going to add 2 threat to the main, so that's going to go to 4. Wait, you didn't get Shadows turn 1? This game is being nice here. I know. I 100% agree. The game is being way too nice to me. So this is going to go to 4 out of 6. And then Marvel Champion says, I'm excited for Winter Soldier. Yeah, me too. Yeah, so far he's pretty good. Let's see what we do. So Claw's gonna attack. We're just gonna chump him here. Oh, nice. So 2 damage. So Nick Fury Sr. gets the boots. And then my 1 encounter card is an advance. Exhaustion and Surge into a Sonic Boom. Of course, the shit show. And then I have to discard 1 of each. So, son of a bitch. And then 1, 2, 3. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I have to spend the resources. What a waste of a turn, son of bitch. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got another weapon here we'll be able to play. We've got the arm block, but now the main scheme is popping. Son of a bitch. All right, that was quick. It's gonna go to 2B. It's gonna go to 8. Say 1 of 8. No, it's gonna go to 0. Sorry, 0 of 8. And then we have to discard until we find a minion. All right, so we're gonna find a minion, which is gonna be weapons runner. At least that guy is not gonna surge, so that's okay. And then we go on the second stage here. All right, so that happened, that happened. Now Claw wants to attack us. Oh, you jackass. All right, he's going to attack me. I'm going to take 1, 4. I'm going to take 4 damage. Diddly dee dee. So I am going to go down to 5. All right, and then he's going to attack me. I'm going to use my arm to do an arm block. I know it's kind of dumb, but that is going to deal 3 damage to him. And then I get to remove 2 threat from here. Because of my ability, Lethal Protector, I get to do this. Exhaust to draw a card. I am going to have these little exhausts so I don't have to actually exhaust. Uh, yeah, so that's been used, and I get to draw 1. Oh, it's Cap. Me and the captain make this happen. All right, we got Captain. Awesome sauce. And then we can maybe use our stuff card. And then our encounter card is Melting Guy. All right, let's go Melting Guy. All right, 1, 2. Enters play ready a shield character. All right, so we are going to punch and use this for 3 on him. So we're going to deal 3 damage here. Because after attached character makes a basic attack, exhaust a shield sidearm, and remove an ammo counter. So that's done. So we exhaust that, and that happens. We're going to spend 4 to play Cap. Me and the captain make this happen. He comes in with a tough. I get to ready a shield character, which is going to be Winter Soldier. I'm then going to tap. I'm going to attack and deal 2 damage on him. That is going to trigger my response to do this. All right. And then I'm going to play Spoiling for a Fight. I'm going to discard until I find a minion, and I get to ready my hero. All right. And I get to ready my guy. That's awesome sauce. And then he schemes for nothing. But I'm going to remove the Immortal Claw. So Claw is going to go down to 18. Nice. All right, we're in it for damage. Josry, what's up, buddy? All right, so that done, that done. This is the attached to a shield character while attached as this card gains restricted. After a character makes a basic attack, remove 1 ammo. Does this shield? He is a shield and soldier. So I could attach this one here, and then his attacks gain overkill. But we can just use it just to plug it in on this character and then have some fun. All right. And we did not remove the tough from this guy, though. We got the armored guard. All right, so we don't have the acceleration anymore, too. That's gone. That's gone. So, all right, main scheme is going up by 1. All right, did we see both advances already? I saw one advance. Is there another one? Yeah, there's one more in the deck, so I'll try to go down next turn. We have cap. All right, so let's draw our 5 cards. Oh, there you go. 1 by 1, shield sidearm. So 2, 4, 5 cards. And then electrical discharge. Okay. We are here. We're going to add the 1 threat. He's going to attack at the cap for 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job, cap. Lose the tough. I will take 1 damage from the arms guy, the shield armored guy, and then my encounter card is take 2 damage. Claw heals 2. Claw heals nothing, but I am down to 2 health. All right, scary nonsense. So it deals an additional damage. Oh, okay. So what do we do here? I don't want to stun him right now. All right. There's only 1 threat on the main. What do I do? It deals 1 additional damage. If that so frustrating. All right, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna use this. There we go. Uses an ammo counter. Interrupt. When attached character makes a basic attack, exhaust and remove a counter. Deal a damage to the enemy. So I'm gonna deal a damage. Then I'm gonna deal 2 damage. I'm then gonna use 1 by 1 with the cybernetic arm, and I'm going to deal 3 damage, take him out, remove the 2 threat on the main, which is going to go down to 0, and deal 3 damage to Claw. Let's go! Claw is now down to 15. Awesome sauce. All right. Okay, and if you pay for this mint using a lightning resource, stun the enemy. All right. I'm then going to use. How do I do this? I want to. Oh, yes. I also get to draw a card because I defeated a dude. Oh, man on the wall. All right. So I have the soldier trait. All right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend 1 for man on the wall. I'll reduce the cost of the next card I play for each minion engaged with me. So that's a nice title to have. I don't have any minions, so I kind of should have wait. But I couldn't know. I couldn't know. All right, I am then. So that's not a weapon. That's a weapon. Do I just keep this for next turn? I think I am. I'm going to use the other 1 by 1 to put a shield sidearm on him. So now I have 2 weapons, so I can do up to 6 damage. There's no threat on the main. I think this is the best time to go. And then action, spend a resource, search your. Okay, I don't need that. I'm gonna go here. I need to recover. Then I can do some stuff here with the threat. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we got spoiling for a fight that gets us a minion that can do some stuff. All right, metal punch, 7 diamond, and overkill. All right, we can have some fun here. All right, we're adding 1 threat to the main. I don't want to lose. So we're adding 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. So 5 threat, and then this should be the advance to lose the game. There you go. Into. Oh my God, we get to 7. I love when I can call this shit out, and it's boom. So we go to 7 out of 8 threat. Boom. My God. What nonsense. Nonsense. Search the encounter deck for a minion and put it into play, then draw a card. All right, we're gonna use. Are we using one by one? No, yeah, we're gonna use. I think we're gonna use the metal punch to play the safe house, and we're gonna search the encounter deck for a minion. I think we have one. I think we have a radioactive guy. Oh man! All right, so red room training. Is that the one we want? And then discard cards. I guess. And then we get the armor guy. Is it the encounter deck and discard pile? Search search the encounter deck for a minion. So it has to be then draw a card. All right, so we get to draw one. There's a double resource. All right, cool, cool, cool. So we have one here, and then we shuffle this out. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's go, baby cakes. Let's go. All right, then we are gonna recover. We're gonna go to 5. Hero goes to 5. All right, we got some stuff to do here. We're gonna flip up. We're going to spoil for a fight. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until it discard a minion. So we know there's an armored guard here. Ah, there he goes. And we lost the under fire. Awesome sauce. I get to ready my hero. Awesome sauce. I am going to choose exhaust man on the wall and reduce the cost of the next card I play for each minion. So I got 2 minions. So let's just exhaust this. This is going really, really well. And this one, after the clock enters play, search your deck, discard pile for a copy of Shield Sidearm and attach it to him. Nice. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna use one by one, and we're gonna play Deathlock. So here, and then he gets a sidearm, and I think there's one somewhere here. Yeah, sidearm here. That also has the 3 counters. That has the 3 counters. Okay, so this has 3 counters, that has 3 counters, and then we need another ready card. Do we even have any more tokens to ready? I think we should have 1 or 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I can have 2 more things to be ready. All right, so that's ready, that's ready, that's ready. Okay, cool. So that's done. I'm ready. I have 2 cards left. All right. Now, I can stun this guy. I have 7 out of 8 threats, so that is definitely going to be an issue. And is it to that enemy? When attached character makes a basic attack, exhaust, sign on, ruin, ammo, camo, do 1 damage to an enemy. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, I like this. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we are going to attack for 1 and then ping this one off to deal a damage here. Then Winter Soldier is going to punch and get rid of this shield sidearm to deal 1 and then 2. That's going to remove 2 threat from the main. That is going to go down to 5. All right, I get to draw a card for defeating a dude. It's Winter Soldier with the... No, it's not the right one. Put a preparation upgrade from your discard pile into play. Oh man, that would have been awesome sauce, but I can't. All right. And then we can stun the enemy, and we can do 1 extra damage. Okay. We don't get to ready for that. That's done. That's done. Exhaust, exhaust. I think Cap is going to punch Claw for 2. Claw is going to go down to 13. And we're going to deal a damage here back on him. And then we're going to use Super Soldier Spy and this, and we're going to do electrical discharge. We'll deal 5 damage. We'll take him out and then remove 2 more threat from the main. It is going to go down to 3. All right, we're doing good, guys. We're doing good. If you're enjoying this game so far, let me know in the comments. Because or else I just feel like I'm talking to myself, looking at myself, doing stuff to myself. All right, so obviously the first one, that was good, that was good, that was good. Everything is done, everything's exhausted. I have a double resource as well. So we got all of these things ready. All right, and then we have winter armor, +3 hit points and steady, Black Widow. All right, 2, 4, and 5. Okay, so we're at 5 health. We've seen all the big boosts of most of the big boosts. I think we're good. After you play Black Widow from your hand, return an attack event from your discard pile to your hand. All right, I think we can have some fun here. I definitely want to play this, and then we'll see what happens. All right, we're adding 1 threat, so that goes to 4. And then we saw the encounter deck. All right, I think we're gonna have to exhaust. We're gonna exhaust, and he's gonna deal us exactly 4 damage. So we 2, so we just take 2 damage. We're down to 3. Okay, we're close. And then encounter card is. Oh no! You may flip to alter ego form, choose, exhaust, remove this card. Discard the highest printed cost card from your hand and take into. Oh! Oh, rats, rats. Oh yeah, and Cap would have taken the damage. Discard. All right, discard the highest printed cost card from your hand. Oh no, it's. I think it's gonna have to be Black Widow. I know it takes 3, so I take 3 indirect damage, and then oh crap. All right, so indirect, indirect, and indirect. I'm actually I'll take 2 indirect. I'll go down to 1. Ah, that's so scary. And then discard this thing, and I lost my metal punch. All right, all right. I'm gonna spend 2 to give myself +3 hit points. All right, we're gonna go back to 4, and we're gonna gain steady. Ugh. I was brutal, brutal, and we know that he might get an advance here. Oh crap! 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 Um. All right. So let's try to do as much damage as we can. We are going to exhaust, and we are going to up to 3 weapons. So we're going to exhaust this weapon and this weapon. So we're going to do and choose enemy and deal 3 damage to it. This attack gains range for each upgrade. Yeah, so I can't give him. I just want to keep Black Widow. So we're gonna deal 6 damage to Claw. All right, 6 damage to Claw. He's down to 7, but unfortunately, I have to flip down, and I think here it's gonna be bringing the main scheme down to 0, but we're gonna lose Deadlock. All right. All right, main scheme is down to 0. All right, it's not too bad. We're gonna keep Black Widow, and then we have the Silent Infiltration, but we get the encounter card. Oh crap! And now we get the acceleration. Get balls. All right, so we're gonna definitely lose to an advance here, which 100% is gonna happen. Cap did his thing. But now all the Masters of Douchebags are back. Everything's back. All right, let's see what happens. But I am not feeling very good right now. All right, 2. That's my extra. That's my encounter card, and we know what it is because we've seen the deck and what was left in it. Okay, so a double. That's a double. That's good. 2, 4, 5, and 1 by 1. All right. Well, let's hope we don't lose here. Okay, we're adding 2 threat to the main scheme. main scheme is now down. It went to 0, so now it's going up by 2. So plus 2 is 4. Oh, there's the advance. Oh my God, so lucky. It's back up to 4 where it was. All right, and then two encounter cards. All right, first one is Under Fire, Masters of Douchebags. All right, we have to, if no attacks, search the encounter deck for a dude. All right, which one's? We'll just get Melting Guy. And then the next card is a Surge. All right, let's go. And then we have to search, and then we shuffling, and then the advance, and then he has Retaliate. All right, wow. Okay, so that's not too shabby because is this a hero action? That's a hero action. Okay, cool. All right, we have stuff that we can play. We have definitely have some good stuff we can do. We're gonna look for another minion. We're gonna get another one of these clowns, and then we get to draw a card. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Draw a card. All right, we got the Bambino card. All right, cool. We are we recovering? We're at 4. I think we are gonna recover. Yeah, we are gonna recover. Did we exhaust for any reason? No. So we just forgot. So we're gonna go back up to 7. Okay, that's good. Up for 7. We're going up. We have 3 minions in front of us. We're gonna reduce the cost to play the next card by 3. So attached to a shield character, and when attached character makes a basic attack, remove a mana counter, and this attack deals 3 additional damage and gains overkill. So this is restricted, and we can have 2 restricted items. So we were gonna get Bambino for free, and that has 3 ones here. So that's okay. And then we have to exhaust this thing, right? Remove. Oh no, we just makes a basic attack remove. Oh, we can do this all the time. Nice. Just okay. Uh, okay, that's here. All right. So now, we are going to spend our cybernate arm because I don't know why it's exhausted. It shouldn't be. We are going to play one by one. We're going to deal 3 damage here and 3 damage to the weapons runner. Bam. And then we're going to remove 2 threat from the main. So that is going to go back down to 2. Back down to 2. All right, cool. Then we are going to spend 2 to play Silent Infiltration. We are done. Oh, wait. And then we get to ready and draw. We get to draw a card. Oh, there's my winter rifle. No! We can't do that one and that one, that one, that one, that one. All right, we're gonna keep that rifle, and we're gonna have so many guns. All right, we're gonna spend 3 to play Black Widow, and then we're gonna bring back the one by one. Black Widow. Do I just use this gun or not? When Winter Soldier makes a basic attack, exhaust Winter Rifle, he gets plus 2 attack. This attack gains range. You know what? I haven't played it yet. I'm not gonna play it. All right, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Winter Soldier for a one by one. I'm gonna defeat this guy and this guy. I get to remove 4 threat, but there's only 2 to remove, so that is gonna go down to 0. All right, which is Amazeballs. I'm going to trigger the Silent Infiltration. After you attack and defeat an enemy, discard this card. Ready your hero and confuse an enemy. So we're going to confuse the Klaw. We're going to keep Black Widow here. And this attack gains range or overkill. Dang. Okay. Where's the range attacks? Oh, we don't have the range attacks. All right, we're gonna attack for 5. We're gonna deal 5 damage with overkill. So Claw is now down to 2. Nice. He's down to 2. But I take a retaliate, so I go down to 6. All right. And he is confused. So that was a very good turn. We still have Cap, and we still have Black Widow that didn't do anything. All right, we got 5 cards. Let's go. Metal Punch, aggressive stance, and then another one by Hunt. All right, so perfect timing. We're gonna do Metal Punch. We'll keep the double research. We'll see what happens. But let's go. We'll get 2 threat on the main scheme. I see that there's like 9 of you guys watching right now, so I hope you're enjoying this. Main scheme goes to 2. Claw wants to attack us. We're just gonna take the hit for 1, 2, 3 damage. All right, we are down back to 3. And then 1 encounter card. Did we ever get 2 encounter cards? Yeah, we did. We did get the 2. And we get the Immortal Claw again. And we're not going to deal with that very long. It's not going to take a long time. Right now, and why is that? Because we are going to spend 1, 2, and 3. Oh, man. I really want to do something else, but all right, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and we are gonna get rid of his retaliation. Oh, and I'm not taking him out. Rats. I need to remove the threat. Rats. All right, and I don't want to lose Cap, and I don't have the extra 2 damage when attached makes a big. Okay, so I think this is what I'm gonna do. Is Black Widow and myself are gonna remove Immortal Claw, so that is gonna stay there. All right, scheme is going to go back up to 4. And then I get to look. I think I'm gonna see what I can find. I'm gonna flip down. I'm gonna use the safe house. I'll go get an armored clown. Where is the armor guys? I'll put the armored guard down. I get to draw a card. It's firepower. And max 1 per play. After you engage a minion, discard this card. Search your deck for an attack event. All right. Yeah, we'll do that. And then he'll get the tough. And then he's confused, and then we can have some fun here. So we have a double resource. We have everything we need. Okay, let's see what we got. Another silent infiltration. All right, 2, 4, 5, and a metal punch that has the overkill. Exactly what we need. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, 2 threat on the main. It's gonna go to 4. Okay, we came really close last time. He is confused. He schemes for 0. You get 1 card. Don't be in advance. Gang up, surge into advance. Discard a random card from your hand. All right, I can deal with that. All right, cool. Discarding 1 random card. Let's go. All right. No firepower. All right, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. All right. All right. Did we get both of these weapons runners? So both the weapons runners are gone. So are we getting another minion? That's the thing. Are we getting, because this is an alter ego to draw a card? Getting another minion. You know what? We are. Let's search. Let's just grab. Let's just grab Sparky here. Yeah, we'll just get Tiger Guy, and then we get to draw another card. It's another one of these aggressive things. All right, that doesn't matter because this is how we do it. All right, we are going to. Are we recovering? We're at 3 health. We're gonna go to 6. All right, got to think about how we play this. All right, we're gonna go to 6. We're gonna flip up. We're gonna use the man on the wall. There's 2 enemies, so we're gonna reduce the next card we play by 2. All right, and check this out. This is what's so awesome. I'm gonna use the cybernetic attachments, and it deals an additional damage. So it's gonna have 7 damage, so 8 damage with overkill. So that's 6. It kills Tiger Shark, and 2, it takes out Claw. So I get to remove 4 threat. There's 2 triggers of this. Awesome! All right. So the main scheme is back down to 0. Oh wait. Before I played that, sorry. Before I played that, I would have played Silent Infiltration, and then I would have readied my hero and confused the villain again. Oh yeah. Sorry. I messed up. I forgot about that. And then I get to draw 1 card for defeating an enemy, which is an arm block, which is amaze balls. All right. And I am then going to use Black Widow to remove the tough. I am then going to attack. Oh yeah, and Claw gets tough as well. So Claw is confused, but he has 22 health. All right. He is at 22. All right. I wish I could get rid of the tough, but we are going to use this one. So we make a basic attack. Um, remove ammo. So this is going to deal 5 damage. So 3 and 2 gets rid of this. So it's very good. All right. So, and that get rid of that. I am then going to use 1 aggressive stance to play a sidearm. I'm going to pitch Deadlock and I'm going to keep my arm block. All right. So we're going to do this. And we are looking pretty good to finish this in the next 2 turns. All right. 2, 4, 5. We got double arm block. All right. Let's go. We're adding 2 threat to the main. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 2 threat to the main. All right. Claw. There's 14 of you guys enjoying this. Thank you so much. If you have something to say, write it in the comments. All right. Claw's attacking us. We're just going to take the hit for 4 and 5, but we are going to use our cybernetic arm. So arm block. When an enemy attacks, oh sorry, I would have done that first. I just didn't read the card, so I had to know before, but that was the plan anyway. So when an enemy attacks, deal 3 damage to it. If you exhaust it, I prevent all that damage. So 3 damage, 4 damage actually. So Claw is now down to 18. Let's go! 18, and I took no damage. Money! All right, and then encounter card is the radioactive clown. All right, baby. All right, let's go. All right, so I think what we're gonna do here, we could stun the villain. Yeah, we can do 4 and a stun and be in a really good shape. Oh wait, I engaged the minion. Oh, nice. I forgot about that. I engage after you engage minion, discard this card and search your deck. Oh, your deck. Oh man, search my deck for an attack. All right. Well, I have a metal punch. Or I have the power on both of my team up cards are the last 2 cards. Ah well. All right. So we're gonna just get the firepower because I have 3, so I can deal 9 damage. 6, 6, and 3. So that's really good. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use spoiling for a fight to do firepower. We're going to exhaust this one, and this one. This one still has 3 on it, and we're going to deal 3 damage, 3 damage, and 3 damage. So we get to divide the damage how we want. So the villain's going to take 3, so he's going to go down to 15. All right. And he took 6. Then I am going to use the man on the wall to reduce the cost of the next card by 1. Oh wait. No, I'm so just 3 damage here and another 3 on Claw. So Claw's going to go down to 12. And he's got 3 damage because I'm going to reduce this and I'm going to do this. I'm going to deal 4 damage. We get rid of radioactive guy. I get to draw card. Oh, there it is. And then Winter and Black Widow. And then we get to remove 2 threat from a scheme, so the main goes right back down to 0. We're just going to leave it at 2 because that's what's going to happen anyway. I haven't used Winter Soldier yet, so I'm going to punch for another 2. and then the villain is going to go down to 10. And then I think we're just gonna chillsies because we own his ass right now. But I want to play both the team up cards, so that's gonna be fun if I have them. Oh, we don't. Aw. It's one of the last three. All right, let's go. We get to ready everything else. This is the last turn. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right, we're adding 2 threat. That's already there. Man on the Wall is an insane card. It is. It's so good. But you need all the minions there. But Im- imagine if you play the Party Tour deck with the Man on the Wall, and then you just have like 10 minions, and then you just play Belafonte or something that costs 6 for free. Man, it's so good. All right. So Claw wants to attack us. We're going to use our Cyber Arm to do an arm block, so +1 damage in its attack and defense. So 4 damage on Claw. So he goes down to 6, and we'll take no damage from his big attack. Oh man, I take 1 damage from an attack of 5. So I will go down to 5 as well. And then encounter card. Last one, baby. Last encounter card is an assault. Oh crap. Yeah, we're just gonna defend. We're just gonna defend this one. So we're defending for no, we're just defending for 2. Yeah. Can I die? Oh man. Oh, I don't have Cap's card, so I think I'm just gonna put Cap in front. So 4, 5, 6. I was gonna be down to 1. All right. I wasn't sure because I knew there was like at least one more 3 boost in there. So thank you, Cap, for your service. Good night. I really wanted to play the double one, but unfortunately, I could not. All right. Bum bum bum. Put a preparation in. All right. I can finish this here with a metal punch, which is 7 damage. But what's the fun in that? Let's just do this the right way, and we're gonna spend 2 for Winter Widow, Soldier Spy. Put a preparation upgrade from your discard pile into play. And we're going to do this one, the Silent Infiltration. Silent but deadly. There we go. And then we're going to deal 4 damage to Claw. He is down to 2. And then we are going to finish him off. Double attack! Boom! And then with the extra overkill, bang! So he took like 10 damage. And then, yeah, there we go. And we win. Hey, was Captain Card? No, it was the last one. Of course it was. All right, well, this was very, very fun. Yeah, Winter Soldier definitely kicks some ass here. Even me getting kind of screwed it up at the beginning, like both side schemes out on turn 1, which I wasn't able to clear, and then I get the Master Plan as my first encounter card. This is why when you're playing against Claw, if you don't see Master Plan, try to get rid of the Crisis first, because if the crisis is low, he's like, oh, he's only got 1. It's just going up to 5 instead of going to 7, especially in solo. All right, let's take a look see at the hero kit, and then we'll give my little feedback on this, and let's just talk about some of the cards here. Ooh, yeah, here we go. I'm gonna put myself a little bit bigger, kind of move here on the side, and let's talk about the hero Schmiro cards. All right, let's go find them in the deck. So these are the hero cards, and then we'll talk about the aggression cards and all the rest of the cards after. What I like, what I didn't like, what I wish was some stuff. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. There you go. All right. So he's got a few upgrades. So let's start with the upgrades as always, because there's like a gazillion. All right, and then the events. So he's got 3 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these, and then the support and the ally. All right. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so the safe house. Exhaust the safe house, search the encounter deck for a minion, put it into play, engage with you. I think, and draw a card. I think it's a good combination, especially for the deck that he has right now. This is a great card for especially if you're going to play him in aggression. I think it's really good. Uh, if you're not playing aggression where you have the man on the wall, I think this would be a little bit more problematic. I don't think the minion is worth the card, and especially if it's not a depending on the minion size. So I think this is a very versatile card. I don't think it's a priority. It's an okay card. It's an okay card. But if you get cheapy minions like the weapons runner and stuff like that that have like 2 health, but so basically it's draw card, punch for 2, remove 2 threat. Then it starts being a lot more efficient. So this is not a bad card. I like Black Widow. For 3, after you play Black Widow from your hand, you return an attack event from your hand or discard pile. Yeah, return an attack event from your discard pile to your hand. I really like what she does, ETBs. So very, very good. For 3 costs, 3 and a 2/2, I think she's right on par. Very solid. All right, let's talk about the upgrades. Winter's Mask. I am definitely not regretting playing this on as soon as I got it. I think that was a very, very smart move. You gain the spy trait, so all these cards that need you to be a spy, I think that's really fun that you can give them that. And after you attack and defeat an enemy, exhaust Winter Mask, draw a card. Card draw is money, so this is very good. And at the cost of 1, so good. I like that the cybernetic arm is an attachment that you can just spend a resource and search it and put it into play. What I also like is it's not just a setup ability. It is an action. So that means this is very easy discarded to caught off guard and then just flip down, pay a resource, put it right back into play. It's 1 for 1. It's so good. So really, really, his metal arm is so good. Don't tell it to Rocket Raccoon because he might want to take it. The winter armor, +3 hit points and gain steady. I think retaliate would have been more on par, but the steady, I don't get. Is he that tough? Is he that tough that he needs to be immune to stun and confuse? I don't think so, but I think retaliate would have been a lot nicer, or +3 and retaliate, or +1 defense, or just something else. Because it's armor, right? You think the +3, the defense, and retaliate. I think it would have been a lot nicer if it didn't have steady. I don't think steady was needed on this character, but whatever, it's okay. The silent preparation, infiltrations, very nice. After you attack, defeat an enemy, discard, ready your hero, and confuse an enemy. Love this. There's 2 of them too. Money preparation card. Very, very cool. And then the Winter Rifle, I wasn't able to play it. It is a restricted. When you make a basic attack, +2 attack, and that attack gains range. Would have been very useful against his retaliate, but I didn't get to play it. But it's a very strong card. It's +2 bonus attack. Very strong kit. So all his upgrades, very, very good. A couple little nuances that I would have probably made a little bit different, but very good. All right, electric discharge. I like that it's just pay a lightning and not exhaust your cyber arm to get the stun. So 4 damage, I think it's good. And if you paid with a lightning, great. So this is a good tactical card. Especially as you see, he's not squishy, but he's got 11 hit points. Can go up to 14, so it's not that bad. But this is a good card. 4 damage and a stun if you pay with lightning. I like these little costs like that. Arm block, very, very sexy card. I can just imagine all these characters like Ronin with the big attacks, and then just bring this back, play him in protection, recur this with Jocasta. Super good. Just bring back those defense events. Very, very fun. Love this arm block. Very on theme. Love it. And then Metal Punch, I think it's a good attack, but this is like 7 damage with overkill. So this is an 8 damage overkill card, especially if you're playing with your arm. And that's the kind of card you want for a hero. Like, all right, this is my big move, and this is what you want. So this, as far as hero kits go, I give it an A+. Very, very fun, very solid, way better than Sam Wilson. I know, obviously, they all have to be different, but I like the synergy and the thought process between Winter Soldier a lot more. All right, let's take a look. So, okay, so obviously 1x1s. These are all brought back. So not too fond of reprints, but in this deck it worked. All right, let's talk about the upgrades first. The aggression upgrades. All right, we got the shield sidearms. I like that these attach to a character, and you can attach this to your hero as well. I like that it deals a damage to whatever. So this is very good in synergies with weapons, and we've seen like there's a bunch of characters now that have the weapon trait, and you have all these weapon things that you can pay off if you have weapons. I love it. I like it for one cost and three uses. That three damage for one, super solid on an upgrade. Then the aggressive stance. Now this one, it's a cool preparation. It's a max one per player. Again, my big issue with these max one per players is why don't they let us play it on any character? Play under any player's control. That for me, if they can start doing that with these type of cards, I think it's way better because wouldn't it be yeah, any even thematically, hey, you're playing this on Hulk who's playing a protection deck. Hey, go get an attack event and then search your deck for that for one of your big attack cards. I think it's especially after you engage a minion. I think missed opportunity again on these type of cards to be able to play on under any player's control. I think that for me is a little side. All right. Then we got do we have any more upgrades? Oh, yes, we do. All right. We got the man on the wall. I think this is probably one of my new favorite aggression card, but you have to be a soldier. So there's what? Cable. How many soldiers do we have? I think there's like five or six in the game that are soldiers. So again, it's not for everyone, but it's still a very cool card for those of them who can actually benefit from this, that have the soldier trait. I think it's just a fantastic card. And then tech and a weapon, Bambino. Very, very smart, very cool. Plus three additional damage and the overkill. Now that's the kind of gun that you want to play with. I wasn't a big fan of the other one there in aggression before. I never played it. What is it called? Let me just grab it here. What was it called? The hand cannon. Uh, plus two. I don't know. I thought it was an okay card. It's an okay card, but I wasn't a big. I never actually played it. It wasn't a card that I was finding very sexy. But I love the Bambino. Hey, I'm almost done. All right, so I love Bambino here. I think the plus three damage and the overkill, that's really cool. And I like, especially if you're playing it with like a Maria Hill or something. Does it have? Oh no, it's not a shield. All-purpose stuff. I don't know if there's ways to put more counters on this. I'd have to look at the rulings and see if there's any ways to put more counters on this. Try to keep that alive. And then what do we have else for events? All right, spoiling for a fight. Great card for Thor. Even any character that cares about readying, that's super good. So spoiling and for a minion. So for Thor, it's a zero cost. Ready your hero, draw two cards. I'm laughing. I'm laughing. My biggest disappointment with the weapons is requiring shield traits makes them really only useful in specific decks. I agree. I definitely agree on that because I think FFG needs to learn that look, we want to have options and we want to be able to open these to different characters and stuff like that. This I really like. So now you have a payoff to have all those guns on the table. One to do nine damage by exhausting three upgrades, I think is brilliant. It's so good. And it's again, it's one of those let's build towards it card, right? So I think there's how many weapons and aggressions do we have? I think there's a couple of attachments that are weapons. I think the energy spear is one of them. Let me see. Yeah, energy spear is a weapon. So this you don't even care because the attack ally gets plus two attack and gains piercing. So you're attacking for plus two and you get to do this. That's really good. I think that's the only weapon that we have. No, we have and we have Yonborn. And then Yonborn is another one that you don't need to exhaust to be able to do the ability. So it's just between Yonborn and then the spears, man, you can have a lot of fun without actually having to exhaust your stuff. So I really like firepower, very clever. Good job, FFG, on that one. And then I'm gonna read the comments in a second here. Captain America ally, ready a shield character, kind of basic, but he's okay. Cyborg gets one of these again. He's limited to the upgrade, so you kind of want to have to put one in, so he can do his thing. So he's not bad, but he's an ally that's from work for two, which is all good. But Captain America, definitely a very strong ally. Toughness for four, and then he can activate three times or four times if you want to keep him around. Very cool. So these very good allies. Nick Fury Senior, we've seen him before, so chump change. All right, so which is the one? Super Soldier for three. Team up. Deals 6 damage to an enemy and two toughs. Man, that is super, super, super good. Six six damage, two toughs for three. I'll pay that any day. And then there we go. And then Winter Soldier, 4 damage and get a preparation. I think that's really, really good. Even for Black Widow or the other one, it's just money. All right, what are you guys saying? Best one of the pack has honorary shield. Oh yeah, and then he's got the yeah, so this one, but you play only if you have the shield trait. So somebody else get to play the shield trait on you, and I think the bonus card was like White Widow. After you trigger a preparation, you heal damage from White Widow for that prep cost. I think that's such a great card. And then what else are you guys saying about this? I dig locking some cards to certain traits. I think it helps diversity decks building and prevents some cards from becoming staples. Definitely, I get it, but there's definitely some cards that don't need to have that trait. But all good. All right, I'm off to go pick up my kids from school. And I think we're gonna spray them this last day of school for them, so we're gonna be hosing them down with some water pistols. So thank you so much for joining. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please give us a share, a like, a subscribe, and whatever else you want to do with that. And then on that note, guys, I am going to say ciao, ciao. Thanks so much for watching. Have some fun. Enjoy the new heroes. And remember, most important, just play the game. Good night, everyone, or good afternoon, everyone.